Good evening. This is your host. This is your guy DLG Reppin. I know it's a bit late, but you know what they say: better late than never. Or is it good morning, or is it good afternoon? I'm here to do another live stream for you guys at home all over the world, or should I say, caro, good day, bonjour, konnichiwa, welcome, wagwan. Hello, mate. All the 7 greetings around the world, hey? So, I would like to, talk about the Arsenal, and I would like to believe that our board of directors are going to help back Mikel Arteta in the summer transfer window. I mean, Mikel Arteta has come on press conferences and he has stated that he does not want players who are not willing to work for the team and the squad. He didn't mention the name Matteo Guendouzi or Mesut Ozil. He just said that he does not want players working for the squad. And my reflection on Arsenal is they can do big things, if the owners and the board of directors are going to help back Mikel Arteta. I mean, the future is bright for the young players we have: Willock, Saka, Nketiah, Martinelli. There's players coming out. I mean, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I mean, he's another one who's come from the youth academy, along with Saka, Nketiah, and Willock. And there's more to come. Oh, and Reece Nelson, not forgetting, another one who's come from the youth academy. So there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time for Arteta to fix the team. He will be given more than plenty of time. And I feel, hands on heart, we can only get better on this manager. I mean, when I first fathomed that he was going to be our manager, I was not very best pleased. In fact, I was so unimpressed with the appointment, because we wanted someone with the pedigree of having won something, the pedigree of experience, and Allegri, Ancelotti, even maybe Mourinho at the time came to mind. But I'm glad we didn't appoint Mourinho, even though there was pictures of Raul Sanllehi sitting next to Mourinho and having a conversation. Thank goodness we didn't appoint him. So we go and appoint Arteta. But I thought about it deeply, and I thought, what about Vieira? What about Patrick Vieira? But then again, I'm sure Vieira settled at Nice, and his Nice are doing well. So I have no qualms over Vieira not taking the job or not being approached by the board of directors. So I'm pleased there. And come Tuesday, and like I said, I will be doing another match day preview versus Leicester City, and that will be another tough game. We don't know what's Leicester turn up, but it's not the Leicester that on form since lockdown. They've lost the last 2 games out of 3, so they're not in the best of situations. And Jamie Vardy's pulled away from Aubameyang in terms of the Golden Boot, so he'll be wanting to add to his tally. And then we have and then we have the midfield battle, where we'll come up against Ndidi, Tielemans, and maybe Maddison, and that's a midfield battle that I don't look forward to. The wingers are always flying down, and then you got the defence, which has been one of the best defensive lines in the Premier League this season, even though they've not defended well of late, but they're still an useful side and a very good goalkeeper in Kasper Schmeichel, should I say. Peter is his dad, as I well know. So, yeah, it should be a very good game of football, and it's a game that I'm looking forward to. Can we get the win? Well, if we put in the same outstanding performance as we did against Wolves, where we defended right, worked hard off the ball, pressure their best player, their key players, then yeah, we can get a result. We just have to look at that Wolves performance now. I mean, we were written off in the other away games. Norwich, yeah, they would say, "Oh, you were expected to beat Norwich," but we beat what was put out in front of us convincingly. Southampton, no one gave us a chance against Southampton. We won. No one gave us a chance against Sheffield United, and we won. No one definitely gave us a chance against Wolves, and we won. And we were definitely the better team. The best team won on the day. And as Nuno Espirito Santos said, in the first half it was even, but in the second half, his side didn't do enough. And on that, he said Arsenal's players were allowed to counter-attack. What does that say? It says an awful lot, you know. So I'd like your comments about Arsenal and what should be the plans for the summer. Hopefully there is going to be an injection of cash coming from the top, because we're in desperate needs. I mean, loan and free signings will not be enough, and we're looking for quality over quantity this season. This summer transfer window is going to be very vital to putting Arsenal in a position where they can have a good season, or putting Arsenal in a position where they're going to have another miserable season. Mikel Arteta needs to be backed. I think it's made it clear that he wants to get rid of 7 to 9 players who don't fit his criteria and the philosophy of the way Arsenal wants to play. And that is why I am desperate to see what goes on in the summer, in the incomings and the outgoings. So, yeah, I'll scream out to the board of directors. We just hope, well, we know what Stan Kroenke is like, and the big issue would be Stan Kroenke for me. He is a big issue. You know, this is a guy who said that he would inject cash into the club. Well, I don't feel like there's a penny being injected to the club as of yet. So stop making false promises. You either do it or you don't. No, it's either you inject the cash or you can just sell up ASAP. Because we've had enough of you. You know, we've had enough of you. All right. Some are to say that Stan Kroenke is not to be blamed entirely for Arsenal wasting money on the talents on players that we never wanted. We never wanted Xhaka, but you know what? Recently, Arteta's getting the best out of players that are not fancied by the top 4 clubs, like Mustafi. You know, he's getting the best out of Luis. He's getting the best out of Kolasinac. These are 3 defenders, and these are 3 defenders that I see with my naked eyes playing at the back 3. I've got my hands on my face like, oh my days, are we going to have to put up with them 3? I'm thinking to myself, why didn't you throw in Rob Holding instead of Kolasinac? But they had done well together as a trio, and defensively we were sound. Yesterday it's all good for them to show that fight, that hunger, that desire, you know, the battle, you know, throwing in tackles off the ball, being competitive, working as hard as they can, and defending as good as they can. They done it all yesterday, so they ticked all the green boxes. However, you know, I would like to see a massive, big competitive player in the defensive midfield role. I'd like to see creativity in the midfield and another centre half for me, and possibly another striker. And these are going to cost a lot of money, but it's money that we do have. I just don't know what's happened with it. Stan Kroenke, if you got any answers, yeah, start opening your frigging mouth. So that's my talk of the Arsenal, and I wish you all a good night, and I hope you all rest well. So, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I'm gonna finish off this video here, and I wish you all have a nice week ahead. Yeah, peace, love, and bless. As always, rest well. Good night from your host and your guide, DLG Reppin. Latest.